Hey guys, it's me, 80 Summer before. Today, guys, we're doing our Champions League match day. The round of 16 leg one predictions for the first four matches. This is gonna be this week for February 15th and 16th games. Keep in mind, we will be doing we'll do next week as well for the first legs. Today, I'll give you guys my quick predictions. Now, I'm not gonna really make this too long. Like I said, guys, there is already a video on my channel that already goes more in depth, so I'd recommend you check that video out to get more of a better insight and go more details. This is just more of just like predicting the games. Also, we will be doing some combined 11s as well, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We'll be doing for the two big matches indeed. Okay, and we'll be doing with all players available, even if they're injured or not. Okay, just take that in consideration. So let's go ahead and start with the first game here, which is Sporting versus Manchester City. So you guys can see right here, this is all the players that are at risk of potentially missing the game. So you guys can see Sporting pretty much have almost a full strength. You're going to see Adnan, Ignacio Cortes, Vidal, Pedro Porro, Joao Palhinha, Matheus Nunes, Matheus Ruiz, Sarabia, Palhinha, Pedro Gonçalves. There is no one missing for Sporting. There are some players that could be missing the next match if they get a yellow card. So Vidal, Matheus Nunes, Joao Palhinha, Pedro Porro. And for Manchester City, you can expect to see Ederson, John Stones, Ruben Diaz, Laporte, Joao Cancelo, De Bruyne, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, Foden, Sterling. Now, these are players that are going to be out. Walker will not take part. He's suspended for this match. Jesus will most likely not take part. Grealish is out. Palmer is out. Misses next match, it booked Joao Cancelo and De Bruyne. Those are some big absentees. Guys, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I think we all know which team's going to win. It's going to be Manchester City, guys. This is pretty much a no-brainer for me. It's really more of just which team is going. How many goals will Manchester City score? I just think for me, Manchester City are just too good for Sporting, and I don't believe the two teams that ever met against each other. Let me go check. We'll do quick head-to-head stuff. I forgot to talk about that in my preview video, but we will discuss here just briefly about that. So. Head-to-head, no, the teams have. Oh, they actually have faced each other. Sporting have actually won 2 games, and Manchester City's won 1. So, very interesting indeed. So, that's going to be interesting. So, let me go ahead and put timestamps. So, I think 30, okay. So, yeah, man, it's going to be interesting. But keep in mind, all these games took place in the Europa League, and I think this time around things will definitely change indeed. You guys can see, this is starting 11 here. So, like I said, guys, I am going to go with a Manchester City win. I'm going to go with Sporting 1, Manchester City 3. Goal scores on the day, I'm going to say Sporting. I'm going to say it's going to be Pedro Gonçalves. And then for Manchester City, I'm going to say Sterling. I'm going to say Foden. Sterling, Brace, and Foden to score. And so, yeah, let me go and do my bonus predictions here. First player to score. This is really tough. Who's going to score first? I think Sterling will score first. Okay. And we'll play the 2 times bonus here. Actually, I'll play on this one. We'll play on that one actually instead. Now we got the big one, guys. The big one. PSG versus Real Madrid. The one that everyone's talking about, guys. The huge matchup indeed. So let's go look at the starting 11s for both teams. So we got Keylor Navas, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Nuno Mendes, Danilo Paredes, Verratti, Di Maria, Messi, and Mbappe. Interesting. Out, Ramos is out. He will not take part. Herrera is out, and Neymar is in doubt. He may or may not take part in this match. Real Madrid, we can expect to see Courtois, Carvajal, Eder Militao, Alaba, Mendy, Cruz, Casemiro, Modric, Asensio, Benzema, Vinicius Jr. So, out is Mariano Diaz, and doubtful is Benzema. Misses next match are booked, Casemiro and Mendy. Those are some big absentees indeed if they are to get a yellow card, so keep that in mind, guys. And let's go and look at the head-to-head record between these two. I believe Real Madrid have won more of these games. I think Real Madrid have won 5. Yeah. Oh wow, they won 5. PSG have won 2. 2 games that ended a draw. So that's very, very interesting. You guys can see all the matches here. Very, very interesting indeed. So yeah, man. Where is the other PSG win? Oh, there we go. That was like a friendly, I think. So. Interesting there, man. Interesting. Let's go into the combined 11 now, guys. Combined 11. So, for me, it's got to be Ancelotti. Ancelotti for me is superior to Pochettino. We can't even have a debate for this, guys. No debates to behold. Goalkeeper for me, I'm taking Courtois. I think Courtois for me is an excellent keeper. I think he's a very, very good keeper. I really rate the guy. For me, he's one of the best keepers in the world, even as a rival fan element. Center backs for me, I think for me, I'm going to put Marquinhos. Marquinhos has to be in this 11, no doubt whatsoever. Center back for me, I'm going to put Militao. I think Militao for me has been one of Real Madrid's best center backs. I'm going to put him in there. Hakimi for me is going to be the right back, no doubt whatsoever. A left back for me, it's going to be David Alaba. I really like David Alaba, and David Alaba is great. You could also prefer Lamendi as well, but for me, I think David Alaba has been really good. That's a really solid back line. You could put David Alaba as a center back and left back for Lamendi, but personally, I think David Alaba is better as a left back than as a center back, in my personal opinion. But that's a pretty solid one. I don't really want to put Kimpembe. Kimpembe for me makes too many mistakes. Ramos is kind of been injury prone. Left back for PSG, Nuno Mendes is not good enough to make this 11. As for right back for Real Madrid, they have Carvajal, who's basically injury prone. So, yeah. And then Real Madrid for goalkeepers. I mean, not Real Madrid, sorry. PSG for goalkeepers, they have Donnarumma and Navas. Although I do think both of the keepers are really good, I think Courtois is a level above the two. CDM for me, it's got to be Casemiro. For me, he's pretty much the CDM that they have. They have Idrissa Gueye, who's just not good enough in my opinion. The other center mid, I'm going to put Verratti. I think he's a very underrated player. I think he's a player that people need to respect. I think it's 2 R's. Yeah, my bad. It's actually 2 R's. And so Verratti there, for me, the center mid, very, very talented player. PSG's best midfielder, in my opinion. And Modric, I'm putting in there as well. Cruz, Camavinga, for me, just not good enough. And I don't even want to put Herrera and Paredes and these kind of players. Just not really it, in my opinion. Left wing, Vinicius Jr. for sure makes this 11. Right winger, I'm putting Mbappe in this 11, and striker, I'm putting Benzema. I know many of the Messi fanboys will come at me and say, where the heck is Messi? Even I, as a Messi fan, I love Messi. You guys know Messi's one of my favorite players, but he just does not deserve to be in this 11. When you're not doing, this is just based on this season, and I just think that Mbappe for me has just been a level above Messi this season. So, Asensio for me just not good enough to make this 11, and for me, Mbappe is a class above. Left wing, that's pretty obvious name, but it's just not good enough to make this 11. And striker for me, we already know who it's going to be. It's a Benzema for sure. Okay, so that's my starting 11 there. Now, as for our prediction, guys, this is really tough because I don't know what's going to happen with PSG. Like I said, Real Madrid, we don't know what's going to happen with Benzema. Benzema may not play this game. And it is taking place at Parc des Princes. And like I said, guys, I think it's a big advantage for PSG in that they need to win this game, in my opinion. If they want to advance through, go to the quarterfinals, they need to win this game. Because if they don't win this game, I think it's very unlikely to make the quarterfinals. Very unlikely indeed. So I'm going to say this game will end in a 1-1 draw. I just think that for me, Real Madrid, they just like that bite in the final third with no Benzema. And I think for PSG, I have a sneaky feeling they'll still score, but it's going to be through a set piece. I have a sneaky feeling it could be Marquinhos, and for Real Madrid, it could be Asensio. I think Asensio is going to score a banger. So this one's a tough one to call. I'm not very sure to what this one, but I'm going to go with PSG, the home side, to score first. I think they're going to score first. And this is a really tough one to call. This is a very tough one to call, but I'm going to go with Marquinhos. Marquinhos always seems to deliver in the big stage of the Champions League, so I'm going to say he will score, but man, I'm not very sure about this one. Not very sure. Moving on, we got the next one we got. It is Salzburg versus Bayern Munich, guys. This is a big one, guys. Huge one indeed, guys. And actually, maybe it's not that huge, but you know what I'm talking about, guys. This one's a really interesting one. For me, Salzburg, let's see what happens. So they have Salzburg, they got Cohn, Christensen, Sola, Weber, Omer, Kamara, Cabaldo, Aronson, Sohid, Okafara, Adeyemi, Howard, Bernardo, Junovic, Okoya, Kota, Sesko. Doubtful, no one's doubtful. Misses next matchup, both. Oh, wow, didn't even know this. Adeyemi, Kamara, Seaweld, Ulmore. So Adeyemi, please do not pick up a yellow card, because if you do, you're pretty much putting your team in a very bad position. As for Bayern Munich, Ulrich, Pavar, Sula, Hernandez, Gnabry, Kimmich, Tolisso, Coman, Muller, Sane, Lewandowski, out Neuer, Davis. We know why he's out for. Goretzka, Musiala, and Stanisic. Doubtful, there's no one doubtful. Missing next matchup, booked Hernandez. So yeah, let's go look at the head-to-head record. I believe you guys know I believe you guys know what this is going to be. This is going to be straightforward for Bayern Munich. They're just too good. I know recently they lost to Bochum away, but like I said, guys, it's just a one-off result. And, Bayern Munich, they're just too ruthless. They're just way too good. You guys can see the head-to-head record. Bayern's got 2 wins. Salzburg's got 1 win. And yes, wow, the last time Salzburg won was a 3-0 win, but that was a club friendly. So Bayern, man, they're really ruthless, man. I think Bayern's going to win this game, guys. I'm going to say 4-2. That's probably a different prediction than most people, but I'm going to go with a 4-2 win for Bayern. I'm going to say who's going to score first. Bayern's going to score first. That's pretty much a no-brainer. Lewandowski is pretty much my pick. I think he's going to score. And you know what? This is the game I'm going to do my 2 times booster for. I'm going to do that one. I'm more confident with this one than Manchester City on this one, though. So, yeah, man, that's just my quick thoughts about like I said, though, I do think Salzburg can cause problems for Bayern, especially their defense in particular, because we know Ulrich is playing. We know he's not a great keeper. We know Sula is playing. They haven't been great. But I just think for me, Bayern's just way too good. Their attack is insane. Muller, Lewandowski. I'm going to say Lewandowski gets a 2-piece. Muller to get a goal. And I'm going to say Sane to get a goal. As for Salzburg, I'm going to say Adeyemi, Aronson. I think both those players will score goals for them. Who knows? So maybe Salzburg couldn't pick it up. But like I said, guys, I mean, it's very, very unlikely in my opinion. Moving on, we have Inter versus Liverpool, guys. The final matchup for this week, guys, and this is around 11 minutes. So I did say that I would try to get this around 10 minutes, but I guess we'll go to 15 minutes instead. So we're going to do Inter versus Liverpool. So this is going to be very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And of course, guys, I want to see how Inter do in this match. So we have Inter, we have Handanovic, Skriniar, De Vrij, Bastoni, Dumfries, Vidal, Brozovic, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Perisic, Jaco Martinez. Oh, Bastoni is back. That's a pretty interesting. Barella's out through suspension. Gossens is not going to play. Carrera's not going to play. And doubtful is Bastoni. So Bastoni still may not play. As for Liverpool, you have Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Henderson, Fabinho, Thiago Alcantara, Salah, Firmino, Mane. No one's out. No one's doubtful indeed. So that makes it very interesting indeed. So let's go and do our combined 11s now for this one, guys. So let's go ahead and reload this one. We're not going to be doing for Liverpool and Inter. So I'm going to keep the formation the same, 4-3-3 as per usual. Goalkeeper for me, manager for me, it's Klopp over Inzaghi. Goalkeeper for me is going to be Alisson for sure. I'm going to put Alisson in there. Center backs for me, I'm going to put Skriniar. I think he's a very good defender. Why is he not on here? Did I spell his name wrong? Let me see. It's because there's an accent. That's why. Let me just put Inter Milan. Bro, are you kidding me? Oh, I need to put Inter, right? Skriniar, yes. Skriniar is a very good defender. Van Dijk, I'm putting in here, guys. We know how good he is as a center back. Right back for me, it's got to be Trent. That's pretty much a no-brainer. Left back for me, it's got to be Robertson. You could also put, like... You could also put, let's see, who's a left back, I think, for them. You could also put Perisic if you want, but... I don't know. I don't really think Perisic can do that well as a left back. Center mid, CDM Fabinho has to be in there. Fabinho's a really good CDM in my opinion. Center mid, I'm putting Barella. I know he's not going to play this game, but I'm just going to put him in there because I'm going with full squads, by the way. Center mid, the other center mid, I'm going to actually put... It's an interesting one. It's a very interesting one. It's a really interesting one. I haven't even thought about this, guys. I'm going to put... I think I'm going to put Thiago. I'm going to put Thiago, guys. Thiago Alcantara, I'm going to put it. Left wing for me, it's got to be Mane, I would say. Right winger. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Right winger, as I was saying, we're gonna put Salah. Salah has to be in there. Striker, we're gonna put Dzeko. Dzeko's gonna be in there. For me, I just don't really think. Actually, you know what? Let's do left wing. Let's do Jota instead. Jota's been really good form, so we're gonna put Jota, Dzeko, and Salah. That's a pretty good front three, in my opinion. And that's a solid front three you're going to have there because that's a really good front three. I just didn't really consider Lautaro has been kind of inconsistent. The other players, just not really good enough. So that for me is my Inter-Liverpool combined 11. So as for my prediction for this game, guys, I'm going to go with Liverpool to win, guys. 2-1 on the road. And yeah, man, I think I do think Liverpool will score. I have a feeling that Inter could score a consolation goal with Dzeko scoring the goal. And yeah, I'm going to say Salah to score. So that is my predictions for this one, guys. Like I said, guys, there will be a link in the community tab. I'll also put in the description below for my links for these games if you guys want to predict these matchups in particular. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, guys. Like I said before, guys, this was a nice video to make. Took around 15 minutes. And yeah, so hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Well, like this video as well if you enjoy this content and you're new around here. And subscribe if you're new around here. Helps the channel grow. Comment down below your thoughts. Check out my multiple in the description below. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out. And also remember to share the video with your friends and all, etc. Turn on notifications on.